Hello to friends far and near, it's the ukulele class. I'm Jim Coates, and I am your ukulele or ukulele guru instructor for today, which is, what is today? It's Saturday, April the 18th, and I'm completely aware of that. Where are my glasses? They'll help me to see this better. Okay, so normally in what we used to call normal, I teach a class, free class every Saturday at Nicholson's Music Cafe in Folsom, California. But the cafe is closed just now, as is almost everything else. Except my laptop computer and my ukulele and your eyes, I hope, since you're taking a look at this. So usually what I've been doing is teaching a class every Saturday, teach 2 songs. Now I'm into a kind of an online video version of the class, and I'm just going to be teaching 1 song. And this song is in memory of our good friend John Prine. If you're not considering John Prine to be good friend number 1, well, you've got a lot to learn, a lot of interesting music to learn. He's best known for a couple of kind of Americana classics, The Angel from Montgomery, Souvenirs, something he wrote with Steve Goodman. He's a singer-songwriter from Chicago area. Now until very recently, he lived in Nashville, but he passed away in the whole coronavirus thing. And so we've got the coronavirus ukulele class going on here, and I thought I would share a song of his. It's called Please Don't Bury Me. And there's a song sheet that you can download. Should be a link, if you're looking at this on Facebook, there should be a link right alongside the video. And if there isn't, see if you can find it on Facebook. Look for Gurukulele, Gurukulele, Gurukulele. That's what I presume to call myself. Okay, so here's the deal. You want to tune up your ukulele, and I'm going to tune up my ukulele, which I think, oh my gosh, you can always stand to tune these things. That sounds a lot better. Okay, so with your ukulele tuned up, I'm going to teach you a couple of chords. We're going to be playing John Prine's song, Please Don't Bury Me. He wrote a few songs that might give you an idea of what he wanted to have done with himself or what he expected the afterlife would be like after life. And he's in that condition now. Maybe he's going to find he was right about everything. Maybe he's going to find he was a little bit off base on a few things, but hopefully if there's some intelligent being up there to greet him, they got a sense of humor, because he sure did. And he shared that in a lot of his songs. So, Please Don't Bury Me. John Prine plays this in the key of E, and that's kind of a tough thing to play on the ukulele. It's not. I like to stick with some simpler chords, so I put it into the key of D. And I've got a playback of the song that John sings, but I've transposed it, I've shifted it down to the key of D, so John's voice sounds a little bit lower. And here is the song, so you got an idea of how it goes. It goes like this.
Woke up this morning, put on my slippers, walked in the kitchen and died. And oh, what a feeling when my soul went through ceiling and on up into heaven and right.
Gotta make sure this
When
computer
I
doesn't
got
go off.
down, it say, John, it happened this little way. You slipped on the floor and hit your head. And all the angels say, just before you passed away, these were the very last words that you said. Please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. No, I'm gonna have them cut me up and pass me all around. Though I'm brain in a hurricane and the blind can have my eyes, and the deaf can take both my ears if they don't mind the size.
I'll just kind of fade this out a little bit. So that's how the song goes. A couple of other verses. And what I'm going to do, 4 chords in the song. I'm going to show you how to play those 4 chords. We're going to practice changing back and forth between them. And then we're going to play the song. If you got the song sheet printed out or visible on your iPad or your phone or your wall-sized projection thing, that'll be great. Or you could even print out a copy. Okay, Please Don't Bury Me. 4 chords. First chord is a D. And on the ukulele, to play a D, you put your first finger on the 4th string. Remember, the 4th string is the one that's closest to your face. The 1st string is the one that's closest to the ground. So, 4th string, 2nd fret, 1st finger. Yay! 1st finger goes right there to get this note. 2nd finger goes on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. Also, 3rd finger goes yet again on the 2nd fret, but now it's on the 2nd string. So, got all 3 fingers there. They're kind of scrunched up together like peas in a pod. There's another way you can switch your fingers around a little bit. And let's see, can you see that? I don't know. It's another way to get your fingers in there, just in case you can't get them all lined up that easy in a D chord right in a row. But I like to do it in a row because it makes it easier for me to change to the next chord. So that's a D chord. You press down all of those, have your fingers arched up nice and high, so that you'll still be able to hear that 1st string ringing out, and then you've got a D chord. It goes like this. Okay, the 2nd chord, and this is what we're going to practice. We're going to practice changing from one chord to another. So the 2nd chord, you lift up your 1st and 2nd fingers like so, but leave that 3rd finger right there on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Now you're going to slide it up. And when I say up, I mean up in pitch-wise, the sound. Not, even though my finger is actually going a little toward the ground when I move it that 1 fret, I'm going from 2nd fret to 3rd fret, and in my mind, that's up. So having put that finger there, you take your 1st finger, put it on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and then your 2nd finger, you kind of sneak in there, right there, onto the 1st string at the 2nd fret. So you got this little triangle of fingers. That's a G chord, okay? And you got all 4 strings sounding nice and clear. Now we're going to go back to that D chord. Go to a G chord, just with that finger sliding back and forth there as a pivot point. And I'm going to count off some measures, and we're going to practice going back and forth between the D chord and the G chord, starting with the D. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4, G. 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4, G. 2, 3, 4, D. And the first time we play through the song, or really the first time you play through any song, it's not a bad idea if you're a learner, if you haven't gone very far with the instrument, to just play the chord once when the chord comes into the song, or when there's a measure. When it comes in my song sheets, I just put a slash through the lyrics where there's a new strum, or a slash and the name of the chord if there's a new chord. So if you do strum like that, and then the next chord is a G, you got all that time to look over, get your hand in the position, and be able to play it. And you don't have to be rushing at the last minute because you've been strumming along so fancy, and then, oh no, I got to stop the song and get to that one. So that's the idea. So we did some changes between the D and the G, and you can practice those. Just go at an even pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, strum. 2, 3, 4, strum. Like that. Keep it at an even pace, and then you'll be able to speed it up later on as you get more comfortable with it. Okay, third chord is going to go also from the D. So we start off with a D, like we did before. Now we're going to do an A7, which is a nice one-finger chord. Use your index finger. Put it on the third string at the first fret, right? Like that. And then you come on back up and do the D again. So it's just this finger going back to here, then it comes up to here. You make the D. And let's practice those. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4, A7. 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4, A7. 2, 3, 4, D. Okay, now let's see. There's just one other chord in the song, and it's going to come in between a D and an A7, and it's an E7. So for your E7 chord, put your first finger on the fourth string at the first fret. Second finger goes on the third string at the second fret. And then the third finger goes on the first string at the second fret. And you want to have your fingers arched up nicely so that the second string is going to sound nice and clear all by itself. Okay? So, we're going to practice changing from a D to an E7 to an A7. D, you keep your second finger right where it is when you go to an E7. And then, to go to the A7, you're just going to use that first finger, and you're going to put it over onto the third string, first fret. Third string, first fret. Okay, so here we go. Starting with a D. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. 2, 3, 4, E7. 2, 3, 4, A. 7, 2, 3, 4. Back to D. D, 2, 3, 4, E7, 2, 3, 4, A7, 2, 3, 4, and back to D. So those are the changes for the song. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the song back a little bit slow, and we're going to play along to it, and I'll just call out the names of the chords. If you've got the sheet printed out or somehow visible to you, then you can use that too. But let's see, what can I do? I'll slow it down just a touch and play it back. Here we go. Put on my slippers. We're going to start on the second line. Get ready with a D chord, because we're going to come to it. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, D.
What a feeling when my soul went through the ceiling.
G. D. A7.
Heaven
D.
when I got there, they didn't say, John, it happened this little way.
D again.
Slipped upon the floor and hit your
A7.
feet.
And another A7. D.
Now the angels say, just
G.
all you asked away.
D.
These words very
A7. D. Another D. We're going to go to a G now.
Please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. Until I have them cut me up, pass me on the ground.
A7. D.
I'm in a hurricane, and the blind out of my eyes, and the toothache over my ears, they don't mind the size.
D, A7, and D. Here we go. We're going to have the E7 in this verse. D, G, G, back to D. D, D, E7 coming up. A7, D, G, D, G, D, A7, D, G,
Please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. Don't have them cut me up, pass me on.
he said A7, D,
My brain in a hurricane,
G,
blind out my eyes,
G,
toothache over my ears,
A7,
they don't
mind the size. Now we're going to have an instrumental verse. G, D, 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 A, D, G, D, 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 A7, D. Okay, coming up. Here we go.
Give my feet to the footloose,
G,
careless,
D,
free. Give my knees to the knees.
E7 coming up. Here it is.
All that stuff on
A7, D again.
hand me down my walking cane. It's a simple
G,
life.
G,
Set my mouth
D,
where I'm
A7,
Yes, my app's
D.
good.
Did you just say that?
Please don't bury me down in that cold, cold ground. I'm gonna have them cut me up,
D,
pass me on
E,
the
A7, D,
My brain in a hurricane,
G,
blind out my eyes,
G,
toothache over my ears, they
A7,
don't mind the
D.
size.
And that is John Prine's Please Don't Bury Me. If you'd like to play it along with his recording, then you could put a capo onto your ukulele at the 2nd fret, play the same chord fingerings, and all of a sudden they'll be magically turned into the key of E instead of the key of D. So I hope you enjoyed this, and tune in again. I'll try to get another class out next week, and hope you're staying safe and well and healthy and cheerful in quarantine or social isolation or whatever it is we call it these days. Anyway, it's the normal for now. Let's hope to see each other and share some music in person sometime soon. Thanks for participating. Bye-bye.